transportation network companies fall under Title 5H, or Chapter 5H of Title 39. That's what covers all these Ubers and Lyfts. So the first part is subsection 3. These vehicles are not required to register as commercial. So they don't have to have commercial plates, they don't have to have CDLs or anything like that. They can use their personal vehicle and they'd be in compliance with this. Initially, before this law came into effect a couple years ago, in 2017, they were basically in violation if they were utilizing their vehicle for these commercial purposes without taking certain measures. So this is something that's done on the company's end. This isn't going to be something that's enforceable on our end, but it's good to know, especially from an investigative standpoint, that when you utilize one of these companies, a picture of the driver is going to be sent to the rider, the person who is utilizing the services. They have to have separate insurance. So if you're investigating a car accident or something to that effect, and they are operating as a transportation network company, you're not utilizing, for the purposes of entering into your NJTR1, you're not utilizing their personal auto carrier. You have to put in this separate insurance. Now, all these drivers are insured. It's part of their membership or whatever. They're covered through the company. The company is generally self-insured. Lyft and Uber, I found, are generally self-insured. But they still have to have the documentation. They still have to have the piece of paper that says, yeah, I'm covered. And that's what you're going to put in your NJTR1. Subsequently, you stop them and they don't have this documentation, you can still issue them generally these Chapter 5 statutes aren't in e-ticket. Everybody have e-ticket, or some of you guys still have handwriting? They're not in e-ticket. You're not going to find any of these Chapter 5 statutes in there. So you can either handwrite it if you want, or you can just sub it out and write like the 329 for the failure to exhibit insurance document. Again, there's overlapping statutes. That's one where you can kind of issue. So these vehicles are all required to have an inspection, same as any other vehicle. There's a separate charge for operating as a transportation network company without having a proper inspection on their vehicle, and it's 39.5H-22. The identifying marker, so they have these little decals on the windshield, on the back window, wherever they may be. They're required to have these under 39.5H-23. Subsection B is where it says, there's a subsection A which basically says a transportation network company has to create a decal, some kind of identifying marker. The subsection B is that the drivers have to display it. So if you stop a transportation network driver who does not have this decal displayed, they are in violation of this. The driver cannot arrange for prearranged rides, so they can't roll up to the bars, they can't roll up to convenience stores and the gas stations and say, hey, I'm a Uber or a Lyft driver, hop in, you need a ride somewhere? They can't do that. They can't operate like a taxi would. It all has to be done, it all has to be documented, there has to be a paper trail through it.